Hey, this is Bonnie Bradshaw with Believe in You Incorporated. I wanted to bring you a short video today to talk about youth and getting your businesses started. Okay, so I go around and I speak to different youth at different high schools, middle schools, organizations, things like that. Okay, so we've got that. And some of the youth tell me, hey, I want to write a book, but I can't write a book because I'm just a kid. Well, yes, you can. If you've got something to say, what better way to say it than write a book? Anybody can write a book. You can get your book self-published, and it doesn't cost a lot of money to do that. You could cut grass and make the money to get it self-published. So you could start your own business. You could start a nonprofit business. You could start a club in school, let's say a young authors club, where you meet the second Tuesday of every month. From what I'm told, the only thing that you really have to do is get it approved through the school system, write a letter saying where it would be beneficial to the students who wanted to join it, and what you would offer, like everybody coming together, or we've got an idea, we could bounce ideas off of each other. It would help us in English. It would help us in our critical thinking. It would help us work together as a team, which can help us with leadership and organization. And so there's a lot of benefits to having a young writers club in your school. So you could take it there. Then your next step is to find a teacher that is willing to be there to oversee. You have to have an adult. So maybe it's a teacher that you're close to that would be willing to come in and stand, in the classroom just to be sure that everything's okay and during those meetings. So find out, yes, is this teacher willing to do it? And then how much time does she have? Should you only meet once a month, once a week, twice a month? And then bounce ideas off of each other, help each other to edit each other's material, or somebody that's in a stump, you could kind of help them out. But the one thing that I caution you with is if you guys are going to bounce ideas off of each other and your teacher friend is there, write your ideas before you give them out. You write yours down, everybody writes theirs down. And this is the idea that I have on the book that I want to write. So write it down, get the teacher to sign off on it, because you don't want to give your idea out and then somebody else goes home and goes, oh, that's a good idea, I can write a book on that, and then they get it done before you do. So, and copywriting is not hard at all. So start a business, start a young entrepreneurs club in your school. That would be really incredible. So anybody interested in starting their own business or anything like that, you could have people come in from the community that would come for free, and they could coach you and tell you how they got started and what steps to take, and have a Q&A to where they could answer your questions. So make sure that if you start a young entrepreneurs club, that you have your questions down before they get there, so you can specifically ask questions and write down those answers. Because I'm going to tell you, once you get out of high school and you decide this is what I want to do, well, guess what? It's going to cost a lot of money, because entrepreneurs, business people are not going to give you information for free. Once you put that cap and gown on and you walk across that stage, life changes. Everybody wants to help out a kid, and who knows, you could be the next millionaire. Anybody can do it. It just shows it takes determination. It takes somebody that does not quit. You have an idea in your head of what you want, and you stick to it. I will be bringing you videos every so often, answering some questions and telling you how to do certain things to get your business going, to start writing. Now, if you have any questions, please email me at bonniebradshawspeaks@gmail.com. My website is bonniebradshawspeaks.com. So it's Bonnie, Bonnie, Bradshaw, BRADSHAW, speaks, SPEAKS, @gmail.com. I will write you back. We will take your ideas and do videos to help you to get those books written, to get them edited, to get them published. And Lulu is a great company online. It's lulu.com that you can go to self-publish your books. It's not expensive, and you could cut grass to make that money, to have that happen. So, or babysit money, whatever. Because think about it. You're in high school. Let's say you're 9th grade. You write a book and you get it published. Your friends are going to you're going to buy that book. You can sell your book on all the social networkings. You could sell your book on YouTube. You could give tidbits. I mean, if you write a self-help book from a teenager about teenage life and how you deal with it, even interview some of your friends, how they deal with it, and what's the hardest part to them and how they get through it, I can guarantee you that there are so many kids that will buy that book, because I write self-help books, and I write them for youth, and I help youth as much as possible. I work for a nonprofit organization called Stand Up for Kids, and we work with homeless youth, and there are a lot of homeless youth, and I live in Virginia, so they're everywhere. So I work with a nonprofit organization. I started a simple nonprofit organization. I have my own business, but you can do the same thing being in the 9th grade. If you're in the 9th grade and you start your book and you get that done and you write it and you get it out there and you start selling copies of it, just like somebody comes home on GarageBand and they make a CD and they sell it to their friends for $5. 5 songs, $5 on a CD. Well, they're going to make money. They're called an entrepreneur. So if you get your first book written and you feel like, wow, this was easy, and I've got people buying it, well, I've got something else to say. Write that second book. Write that third book. But don't let it get in the way of your schoolwork. Please do not let it get in the way of your schoolwork, because school is very important. And I know in high school you probably think it's not and you hate it, but it is very, very important that you get all the education that you can. So, until next time, write me your questions. Write me your questions, and I will get back with you and do further YouTubes to help you guys out. So, best of luck to you. Get busy.